thought this guy on the subway was yawning. Turns out he was just a mute who sat on a tack. I saw my ex working at Subway the other day, so I stopped in and had her make me a sandwich, for old time's sake. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I have been with a loose girl. The priest asks, "Is that you, Joey?" "Yes, Father, it's me, Joey." "So, who's the gal you were with?" "I won't tell. I don't want to ruin her reputation." "Was it Jane Marlowe?" "I can't say." "Was it Tammy Jones?" "I'll never tell." "How about Kim Dixon or Katie James?" "My lips are sealed." The priest sighs in frustration. "You're very tight-lipped, Joey, and I admire that. But you still sinned and have to atone. You cannot be an altar boy for a whole month." Joey walks back to his pew, and his friend Jordan whispers, "So, what did you get?" "A month's vacation and 4 excellent leads." When a parcel is delivered in a car, it's called a shipment. When it's delivered by a ship, it's called cargo. A young Arab boy asks his father, "What's that strange hat you're wearing, Dad?" The father said, "Why, my son, it's a shashia. In the desert, it protects our heads from the intense heat of the sun." "And what is the long flowing robe you are wearing?" asked the boy. "Oh, my son," exclaimed the father, "it's very simple. This is a jalaba. As I have told you, in the desert it's not only very hot, but the sand is always blowing around. My jalaba protects the entire body." The son then asked, "But father, what about those ugly shoes you have on your feet?" "These are babouche, my son." The father replied, "You must understand that although the desert sands are very beautiful, they are also extremely hot. These babouche keep us from burning our feet." "So tell me then, father," added the boy. "Yes, my son." "Why are we living in Alabama and still wearing all this shit?" "There once was a woman called Patricia, and she worked in a bank and dealt with secured loans. One day she calls in her next appointment when a frog hops into the room and sits on the chair opposite her. Confused, she asks, "What can I do for you, Frog?" "Yes," says the frog, "Kermit Jagger. I'm here for a loan of 100,000, please." Patty is taken aback. She hadn't really expected the frog to respond. "Well, for something like that, Kermit, we'd need some serious collateral to secure against. What did you have in mind?" The frog produces a small, exquisite porcelain pig and pushes it towards her. "This should cover it." Patty picks up the pig and turns it over slowly, and, completely perplexed, the frog pipes up, "Look, I know this is a bit strange, but it's all fine. My dad is Mick Jagger. He's friends with the bank manager. Check if you like." Patty goes to her manager and tells him the situation, showing him the porcelain pig. "I don't know what to do," she says to the manager, gesturing to the pig. She adds, "What even is this?" The manager looks carefully at the pig, and then he turns to Patricia and he says, "It's a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the frog a loan. His old man's a rolling stone." "Eat your broccoli," says the mother. "No," exclaims the boy. The father then leans towards the boy and whispers something in his ear. The boy quickly eats his broccoli and goes into his room. "What did you tell him?" asks the mom. "I told him that if he didn't eat his broccoli, his penis wouldn't grow," says the dad. The mom then stands up, hauls off, and slaps the dad as hard as she can. "What was that for?" asked the dad, all confused. "For not eating your broccoli when you were a child." Okay, note to self. When baking for the holidays, do not Google cream pies. Google cream pie recipes. I was thinking about starting my own bakery. Making bundt cakes, crullers, donuts, and bagels. I'm going to call it Whole Foods. What pronouns do comedians use? He. We named our son Graham. It's short for grammar because he was supposed to be a period. What are the broken condoms doing on the couch? Our children have names, Harold. Did you hear about the Irishman who was impervious to bullets? His name was Ricochet. What was the fat Asian rapper's name? Two Chins. A man is lying on the beach wearing nothing but a cap over his crotch area. A woman saunters by and remarks, "If you were any sort of gentleman, you would lift your hat to a lady." He replies, "If you were any sort of a sexy lady, the hat would lift by itself." A guy is due to meet his friends for a drink at a bar, but he arrives late. And when he does eventually turn up, his friends ask him why he's late. The guy says, "Well, you won't believe what just happened to me. I was walking my usual route via the rail tracks when suddenly I saw a young naked woman tied up next to the tracks. Of course, I untied her and we had sex because I freed her." The friends are cheering and one friend asks, "So, did you get any head?" The guy replies, "No, I couldn't find it." Guy starts chatting to a pretty woman at a party. Seeing that she didn't back off, he asked her name. "Carmen," she replies. "Oh, that's a nice name," he says, warming up the conversation. "So who named you, your mom?" "No, I named myself," she answered. "Oh, that's interesting. Why Carmen?" "Because I like cars and I like men," she said, looking directly into his eyes. "So what's your name?" she asked. "B.J. Titzengolf." "What's the fastest way to spread a rumor?" "Telephone?" "Nope." "Television?" "Nope." "Tell a woman?" "Ding, ding, ding." "What do you call it if your mom is a guy and your dad is a woman?" "Transparenting." Have you ever noticed that when a woman is pregnant, all her friends touch her stomach and say, "Congrats," but none of them touch the man's penis and say, "Well done"? A beautiful woman is on the ledge of a bridge about to commit suicide. A homeless man walks by and says, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm going to jump." The homeless guy says, "If you're going to kill yourself, do you want to have sex with me first?" The woman replies, "No way, creep, never." The homeless man doesn't seem bothered and says, "That's fine, I'll just wait for you at the bottom." "Damn, girl, are you a fire alarm at a hotel at 2 a.m.? 'Cause you're super annoying and just won't shut up. When is the only time Kamala Harris is using her head?" "When she's giving it."